Hi friends, it's me, Katie Shifkin. I am just coming at you live from Mosaic Yoga at Public Coffee Space. I'm just gonna do a really quick 30-minute flow. So this is a great way, if you don't have a lot of time in your day, to just get your yoga practice in and give yourself a moment to reconnect with your body, with your breath, with yourself. And also, I don't like to say it, but also to get a little workout in and just bring more awareness into your body, more attention into your body, and kind of get the energy moving through you. So yeah, thank you for joining me, and we'll go ahead and get started in child's pose. So find your variation of child's pose. I prefer my knees a little bit wider than my hips. Big toes touch behind me, and then hips rest back towards my heels. So whatever feels good to you. Some people like to keep their knees together. If child's pose does not work for you, maybe you lay down flat on your belly, maybe you start in a comfortable seat. So wherever you've chosen to be, just take a moment to really be there. Take a moment to connect with the space that you are in. So just feeling the ground underneath you, the air around you, the energy around you. And then start to notice what's going on inside of your body. So physical sensations, energetic sensations, and even emotions that might be present. So give yourself just a moment to become more present, to become more aware. And then next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can, hold in fullness. So think of breathing all the way down into your low belly and your low back. Exhale, big open mouth sigh, let it go. And then again, just like that, inhale, fill up, hold at the top. Expand, inflate, take up more space. Exhale, big sigh out your mouth, release. And then one more time. So biggest inhale you've taken all day long. Hold in fullness. See if you can hold a little bit longer than is comfortable. Sip in more, relax around your held breath. And then when you're ready, big open mouth sigh. Ha. Good, you guys. Now start to cultivate your ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose, gentle constriction in the back of your throat. And begin to create that sound with your breath, that oceanic sound, that whisper noise. And then stay in your child's pose or whatever pose you've chosen for just a little bit longer, connecting to your breath, finding your own internal rhythm. And then when you feel ready to move, take your big deep breaths with you and transition forward onto your hands and your knees, tabletop position. From your tabletop, there's no right or wrong. Just start to move intuitively through your spine. So this is my very favorite way to begin class, just with intuitive movement. So you can stick with cat-cows, you can take big hip circles, and this is kind of just your time to check in, to notice what's going on inside your body. What feels really good today, and then what might feel a little bit sore or tight or tender. Maybe you feel stiffness through your back, through your shoulders, through your hips or your glutes. So just feel into that. There's no right or wrong, and I encourage you to keep your eyes closed for this part. So allow yourself to just go inward, to feel more and think less. I'm going to say give yourself about 3 to 5 more breaths. We only have a half hour, so we can't take too long. So 3 to 5 more rounds, and then when you feel complete with this intuitive movement, find your way back to downward facing dog, and no rush. Once you're back in down dog, we'll be here for a few breaths. So maybe you pedal out your heels, shift your weight from side to side. Maybe you explore your shoulders. So rather than feeling like you're hyperextending through your shoulders and just dumping into your shoulder joints, how can you engage? So think of plugging the shoulders into the socket and then press back from your heart. So think of pressing your chest towards the back of the room as you lift your sit bones towards the sky. Let your neck relax, let your face be soft, and then feel your big deep breaths just moving and pulsing through you. Feel the expansion and contraction. Take a couple more. All right, one last big inhale in your down dog. And then exhale, look forward, empty out first, step, tiptoe, or hop forward, fold top of your yoga mat. Once you've arrived here, inhale to a halfway lift. So get all the rounding out of your spine. Exhale, release, and fold. Do that again. Inhale to your halfway lift. Crown of your head reaches forward. Tops of your thighs press back. Sit bones broaden. Exhale, fold. And your choice, roll or reverse swan dive all the way to stand. Inhale, stretch your arms to the sky. Maybe gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to flow through a couple half sun salutes. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, follow your breath down. Take your time, lengthen, and then bow. With your inhale, lift up halfway, spine parallel to the ground, to the horizon line. Exhale, fold. Now from the press of your feet, reverse swan dive to stand. See if you can feel the tops of your glutes pull down towards your heels. Inhale, arms to the sky, maybe gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart, and we'll take one more round like that. See if you can close your eyes for this one. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, let your breath guide you all the way down. Let your heart guide you. So heart is leading, then release and fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, nice and long through your spine and the back of your neck. Exhale, fold, bow in. Press into your feet, draw belly button in and up. Reverse swan dive to stand. Heart leads. Inhale, arms to the sky, big full body stretch. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, inhale, arms reach up. And as you exhale, step your right foot off the right side of your yoga mat, bend your knees, and reach both arms straight forward. So think of pulling your shoulders back and down so your chest is lifted, weight in your heels, feet are parallel, sit as low as you can. Imagine if you had a big, let's say a big couch and you were lifting it, you want to lift with your legs, not with your back. So what position would you put your body in? Rather than rounding and looking down, lift your chest, reach straight forward, pull your shoulders back, sit a little bit lower. Start to take just little tiny pulses with your legs. Keep them small, stay low. Breathe. Get as low as you can and take one more deep breath. Lift your heart, pull your shoulders back. Inhale, back to high mountain, so stretch tall, open up the front of your hips. Exhale, other side, step your left foot off the left side of your mat, and then squat. Butt reaches back, weight is in your heels, arms reach forward, and then pull your shoulders back and lift through your chest. Think of those little tiny pulses and start to move slow and steady. Big deep breaths. Feel the heat build in your legs. Don't let your knees fall in. Keep them tracking open towards your pinky toes. Keep the weight in your heels. Keep your heart lifted. Get as low as you can. Take one more round. Inhale, back to high mountain. Reach and stretch. Exhale, cactus your arms. Lift your heart. Open up. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, heart leads you all the way down. Forward fold. Halfway lift with your in-breath. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back to plank. All right. Come to your knees if you want to modify. Take a big inhale at the top. Exhale, lower just halfway down. Inhale, press back up, high plank. Again like that. Exhale, halfway down. Strong arms, strong belly, even strong legs. Inhale, press up. Exhale, slow as you can go all the way down. Inhale, back bend variation of your choice. So baby cobra, full cobra, up dog. Maybe you want to take Spider-Man Cobra, Sphinx. Take an extra couple breaths, just exploring your back bend, finding that opening through your front body, that strength in your back body. When you're ready, downward facing dog awaits you. Take it back. All right, reconnect to your breath. Next time you breathe in, right leg to the sky. Keep your hips square, your inner thighs face each other. Your right hip faces down and maybe slightly back. Keep lifting through your center, so from your belly button, and lift through your left sit bone. See if you can find more length from your fingertips all the way up to your toes. Make sure you're not dumping into your shoulders, so shoulders are strong. They're plugged into the sockets. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Curl in, round your spine. Stay here as you breathe in. Puff up your back body. Lift your hips higher. Exhale, step your right foot to the top of your yoga mat. And then rise up to crescent lunge as you're ready. All right, so take a moment, settle in. Find stability through your legs. Press down through your feet and energetically pull them in towards each other, towards midline. Tone your low belly, lift your chest. Breathe. Take a great big inhale, gaze up. As you exhale, airplane lunge, hinge forward, reach back. You can stay here. You're absolutely welcome to stay here, or play with your full airplane, float your back foot off the ground. Think of a smiley face shape from the crown of your head back to your toes. If it doesn't look like a smiley face, that's okay. That's your intention. Play with your balance. Keep your hips square, maybe a little bend in your front knee. If you're in airplane lunge, you're perfect as you are. Everybody take 2 more deep breaths. Hug your shoulder blades towards your spine. Hug your back muscles around your spine. Now, next time you inhale, we'll meet in standing staff. So right foot roots down, left knee lifts up, arms to the sky. You're standing at the top of your mat with your left knee lifted. If you want to make this extra challenging, draw your low abdominals in and extend your left leg forward. Breathe here, stand tall. Think of pulling your belly button back and up, and then as you do that, lengthen your spine and your side bodies more. Take one more inhale. Exhale, figure 4, so outer left ankle, top of your right thigh, hands to your heart. Sit back, weight in your right heel. So just like we did at the very beginning when we were in our squat position, think of reaching your butt back and lifting your chest up. If you want, you can even reach your arms forward, so you're in that exact same shape we were in before, you're just balancing on one foot. Take about 2 or 3 more rounds. Flex your left toes, reach both sit bones back, and breathe down into your outer left hip. Good job, you guys. See if you can get a little lower in your right leg. One last round. Inhale, back to standing staff. Arms to the sky, left knee or left leg lifts. Exhale, set your left foot down next to right, chair plane or drinking bird. So hinge forward, reach back, bend your knees a lot. Option to float up onto your tiptoes. So if you go for tiptoes, lift your heels as high as you can. Feel the strength in your ankles. See if you can bend your knees even more, and then find that little lift in your heart like you're doing a baby cobra. Back muscles squeeze around your spine. One last round. Option to stay on your tiptoes, high mountain pose, reach up as tall as you can grow. Option to stay on your tiptoes, dive down slowly, exhale. It's helpful if you bend your knees a little bit as you dive if you're trying to balance. Halfway lift with your heels on the ground, breathe in. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back to plank, take your vinyasa however you'd like. Add push-ups, skip it all together. Substitute cat-cows. Take an extra breath or 2 in your back bend. And we'll see you back in down dog. Reconnect to your breath. Fire it up. Next time you inhale, left leg reaches back and up. So rather than opening your left hip, keep your hips square, inner thighs face each other. Get your left leg as straight and as strong and as powerful as possible. Lift up through your right sit bone. Lift up from your belly button. Press the ground down and forward. See if you can lengthen your spine. See if you can lengthen the space underneath your armpits. Take one more in-breath. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So keep your hips nice and high. Curl in, shoulders over wrists. Stay here as you breathe in. And exhale, step your left foot through softly. Rise up to crescent when you're ready. Hips square, both hips face directly forward. Inner thighs hug towards midline. Low abdominals are toned, chest is lifted, side bodies are long. Reach, imagine there's energy shooting out of your fingertips. Maybe gaze up and breathe. Soften your face, one more inhale. Exhale, airplane lunge, hinge forward, reach back, diagonal line from the top of your head back to your heel. Stay here, or full airplane pose. So even if you're just hovering your back foot above the ground, that's perfect. That's your pose today. If you're going for it, think of that smiley face shape, top of your head back to your heel. Hips stay square, back muscles are working, they're squeezing around your spine, chest is slightly lifted. Wherever you're at, 2 more deep breaths. Good job, you guys. We'll meet in our standing staff. So left foot roots down, right knee lifts up, arms to the sky. You're at the top of your mat. Flex your right toes. If you want that extra challenge, I'm sweating a lot. Extend your right leg forward. Squeeze through your inner thighs, draw your low abdominals in. Keep your right foot nice and active. See if you can reach a little bit higher. Stand tall, stand well. One more big inhale. With your right toes flexed, exhale, figure 4, one-legged chair, hands to heart, sit low. Weight in your left heel, reach your butt back, keep your chest lifted. Imagine you're trying to drag your right knee towards the right side of the room. So press your outer ankle down and energetically pull it to the right. It doesn't actually move, it's an energetic movement. You'll just feel it on the inside. Big deep breaths into your right hip. Slow and steady. See if you can sit a little bit lower. Good job, you guys. Take one more round. Inhale, standing staff. Option to extend your right leg forward. Exhale, set your right foot down next to left. Chair plane or drinking bird. So option to float your heels off the ground. Hinge at your hips, so think of bringing your belly parallel to the ground, and then chest lifts by using the strength and mobility in your mid and your upper back. See if you can bend your knees more, lift your heels higher. Take one more round. Stay on your tiptoes if you want. Inhale, high mountain all the way up. Playing with balance, exhale, dive down slowly. You can bring your heels down or keep them lifted as you dive. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Modify in your way. Inhale, peel your heart open, grow into your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. So take just a moment, walk it out in your down dog, reconnect with your breath. Slow, steady, deep Ujjayi breaths. Stay present, stay here. We're going to go through that sequence 2 times through, 1 breath, 1 movement. So we're going to get our heart kind of pumping. See if you can keep your breath nice and slow. Keep your movement very intentional. Take one more big inhale, lift your sit bones higher. Exhale, look forward, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Root through your feet, rise to stand. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, here we go. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, right foot steps to the right. Squat down, reach forward. Chest stays lifted. Inhale, high mountain, re-lengthen. Exhale, other side as low as you can go. Keep your spine long. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, add your back bend, cactus your arms, lift your chest up towards your chin, take your throat back. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, follow your breath down ever so slowly. Halfway lift, breathe in, lots of length. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Try to keep your exhale going, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog, shoulders back and down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhalation, right leg to the sky, spread your toes. Exhale, softly, right foot steps through, lunge. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge, reach. Exhale, yogi's choice, airplane lunge or fly, full airplane. Inhale, standing staff. Right foot roots down, left knee or left leg lifts. Exhale, figure four, hands to heart, sit low. Keep your left foot flexed and active. Inhale, back to standing staff. Exhale, chair pose, hinge forward, reach back, maybe float to your tiptoes, drinking bird. Inhale, high mountain, maybe stay on your tiptoes. Exhale, maybe stay on your tiptoes, dive down, forward fold. Stick with it, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float, chaturanga. You can always skip these if you'd rather. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, hips lift. Good, you guys. Inhale your left leg high, spread your toes, lengthen. Exhale, use your core, left foot steps forward. Inhale, slow rise up, crescent. Exhale, airplane lunge or fly, Degasana. Inhale, standing staff, left foot is your base, arms reach. With your right foot flexed, exhale, figure four, get low, sit back, hands to heart. Inhale, standing staff. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird, hinge forward, reach back, maybe float to tiptoes. Inhale, high mountain, maybe you stay on your tiptoes. Feel the strength all the way up into your core. From that place, exhale, dive down. I'm sweating so much. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float, chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips, down dog. Take a great big inhale. Stay here, big sigh out your mouth. We've got one more round. Inhale, fill up. This time, exhale, gaze forward, empty out, step or hop, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. And bow, fold, exhale. Root to rise all the way up. Inhale, stretch, reach, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart. Make this a meditation in motion. You're familiar with it now. Inhale, reach. Right foot steps to the right. Squat as low as you can. Reach forward. Pull your shoulders back. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, other side. Left foot steps left. Reach forward. Sit low. Inhale, high mountain. Add your back bend as you exhale. Work it with intention. Open up. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, slow dive down, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. And exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Take your vinyasa or we'll see you in down dog. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Big inhale, right leg high. Use your core strength. Exhale, step your right foot forward, lunge. Inhale, crescent, rise, reach. Exhale, yogi's choice, airplane lunge or full airplane fly. Balancing on your right foot, standing staff, breathe in. And exhale, figure four, sit back, hands to heart. Weight in your right heel. Inhale, standing staff. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird, option to balance on your tiptoes. Stay balanced if you want. High mountain, all the way up, super, super tall. Exhale, follow your breath down. Stay on your tiptoes for a really big balance challenge. Halfway lift, breathe in, heels are on the ground. You're almost there. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower down. Belly strong. Inhale, grow into your back bend. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, left leg high. Use your core. Exhale, step your left foot through. Inhale, rise up, strong through your legs. Exhale, airplane lunge or fly, Degasana. Balancing on your left foot, standing staff, breathe in. Flex your right toes, exhale, figure four. Get low, slow, controlled movement, standing staff, inhale. And then last time, chair plane or drinking bird. Hinge forward, reach back, lift to your tiptoes. Inhale, high mountain. And exhale, follow your breath down, forward fold. Nice work, you guys, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, tabletop position. So if you did go back to down dog, come back down to a tabletop, hands and knees. We're going to set up for one big dolphin pose. So bring your forearms down, grab opposite elbows if that helps you set up. Extend your forearms so they're parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide. Really press down into your thumbs and your index fingers. If you want to modify, you can interlace instead. Just don't let your elbows drift out. Keep squeezing them in. Relax your neck. Let your head be heavy. And then as you are ready, tuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips. Imagine there is a string attached to your belly button and it's pulling up. So really lift from your center. Hug in with your elbows and keep your shoulders strong by really pressing the ground away from you with the belly of your forearms. Choose either leg and reach it back and up. Take 3 breaths with this leg lifted. Use the strength in your leg to take some weight out of your shoulders. Imagine you're using your foot to lift you out of your shoulders. Take one more round. End of your exhale, switch sides. So other leg lifts, 3 breaths. Active through your foot, strong and powerful through your leg. So use your leg to make this pose feel a little bit easier. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. See if you can lift your hips higher. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bring your foot to the ground, bring your knees to the ground. Child's pose, embryo pose, puppy pose, or hero's pose, just a kneeling position. Guys, I'm sweating so much. Take a moment, slow your breath down. Maybe take a couple exhales out your mouth, just cooling breaths. You can towel off, grab a drink. Really, you've made it through. Now, we get to move into everybody's favorite pose, Pigeon. So as you are ready, please find your way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. And exhale, right shin forward, Pigeon. So right knee wider than your right hip. And then think of pulling your right hip back, your left hip forward. So you're hugging towards midline. You're getting a little engagement through your low abdominals. And then fold forward. I'm going to give you the option today to work with a different variation. So you would sit just nice and easy over onto your right sit bone. Bring your right shin parallel to the front edge of your mat. Your left shin parallel to the left edge of your mat. So you have 2 90-degree angles with your legs. Feet are flexed. And then you can play with folding forward straight over your shin, folding towards your right foot, folding towards your right knee, maybe moving your torso around. So this is just a different way to work the mobility in your right hip. If you don't like it, stick with regular Pigeon. Another option is to bring your right elbow to the sole of your right foot, and then hands to prayer. Press your arm into your foot back into your arm, and twist. Big, deep breaths. Visualize your breath moving down into your outer right hip. Take about 5 more rounds. If you're like me and you're sweating your brains out, use this time to slow your breath down and to cool your body down. Soften your face, your jaw, your neck. Last couple breaths. Feel free to exhale out your mouth. Just a release of energy, a release of tension, a release of stuckness. And then we'll slowly begin to find our way back to down dog. You can get there however you want. If you want to come with me, I'm just going to plant my hands at the front of my mat, kind of readjust my hips, so working towards a regular pigeon pose, and then with my back toes tucked under, right leg all the way back and up. I'm going to give it a nice little shake out. You can take any movement here you want. You can flip your dog if that would feel good as a counter pose. Give yourself a couple breaths. You can take a vinyasa if you want to reset. Eventually, everybody meet in down dog. And just walk it out, stretch it out. And you can come with me or you can get there in your own time. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, left shin forward, pigeon. So again, stick with regular pigeon, working the hips towards square. Your front hip is open, but I say that because you're doing the same thing you would do when you're working to get your hip square. You're pulling in towards midline. Front hip pulls back, back hip pulls forward. So it's very different than just blah, letting your hips open. If you want to let your hips open intentionally, take this box variation, two 90-degree angles, left shin parallel with the front edge, right shin parallel with the right edge, feet flexed. And then just explore. So this is a really, really safe position for your hips. You can play with different movement. So maybe it feels really nice to bring your torso closer to your left knee or your sternum towards your left heel. And wherever you've chosen to be, make sure your breath is right there with you. Rather than tuning out and thinking, oh, what am I going to do after this class is over? Tune in, be in this pose. Think, how can I get more out of this pose? How can I relax into it a little more? Just focus on the raw sensation, whether it feels good, bad, comfortable, uncomfortable. Notice if you're clenching through your jaw or tightening up through your eyelids or your forehead. About 4 or 5 more breaths. Exhale out your mouth if you want. Good job, you guys. Last couple of rounds. Make these the biggest breaths you've taken all practice long. And then when you feel even on both sides, and I'm going to leave that up to you, so please don't rush it if you need a little more time. We'll meet back in down dog again, so you can get there your own way. You can come with me moving through pigeon and then 3-legged dog, left leg to the sky. Shake it out, maybe flip your dog or move in whatever way calls to you. If you do take wild thing or flip dog, give yourself a couple breaths. Open up through your front body, feel the strength in your back body. And regular downward facing dog, last time here. If you want to move through one final vinyasa, go for it. Take one last breath in your down dog. See if you can lift your hips higher, perhaps press your heels a little closer to the earth. Then end of your exhale, bring your knees down gently. Find your way onto your back. And I really don't care if your head is towards the front or the back of your mat, just whatever works for you. Once you are down on your back, full body stretch. So arms reach long, legs reach long, and pull yourself apart. Imagine you're made of taffy and you're being pulled into opposite directions. So get longer, big inhale. Exhale, draw your right knee in. Scoot your hips over to the right just a little bit. Reach your right arm out to the right. Roll over onto your left side. Supine spinal twist. If there's a different variation you'd rather take, that's fine. Gaze up or over your right shoulder. Breathe down into your belly. And feel your body just start to give into gravity slowly but surely. With each exhale, allow yourself to melt a little bit more into your twist. Good job, you guys. Take a couple more breaths here. And then keep your left leg extended, your right knee drawing in, but roll back onto your spine. Adjust your hips so they're straight down from your shoulders. Squeeze your right knee up towards your right armpit. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then half happy baby with your right leg. So sole of your right foot faces the sky. Flex your toes. Pull down with the strength in your right arm. Press up and slightly forward with the strength in your right leg. And try to keep a nice neutral spine. Imagine there's a heavy sandbag on top of your left thigh. A couple more breaths. Release your right foot, take it out next to your left. One more full body stretch. Arms long, legs long. Pull yourself apart. Big, huge inhale. Exhale, draw your left knee in. Scoot your hips over to the left. Reach your left arm out to the left. Roll onto your right side body. Gaze up or over your left shoulder. Big Buddha belly breaths. Soften your face, your jaw, your shoulders. With each exhale, just allow yourself to surrender more, to give in more. Take about 2 more deep breaths. And then ease your way back onto your spine. Right leg stays extended. Left knee hugs in and up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Half happy baby with your left leg. Sole of your left foot faces the sky. Flex your toes. Imagine that heavy sandbag now on top of your right thigh. You are more than welcome to move through any poses you want to finish off your practice. Might feel nice to take this into a full happy baby, rock it from side to side. So just any more stretches, poses, final movements of your choice. Give yourself about 5 to 10 breaths to move through them. And then as you feel ready, as you feel complete and content with your practice, start transitioning either into corpse pose or any final resting pose of your choice, anything that will allow you to relax. And I'm actually going to leave you here today. If you have time, please take it to simply just relax, soak in all the energy, all the efforts from your practice. Take time to just be. And you can close your practice however feels best, however resonates for you when the time is right. So I will leave you here. Thank you so, so much for joining me. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.